more rain so I can start doing some activities. All I've been doing is just working inside the house, doing the installation and stuff. I haven't had a chance to go anywhere to go fishing or do anything yet, just because weather hasn't been helping, and I couldn't. Having a hard time keeping Duke by himself yet here. Um, so far, everything's going good. The only thing is, The only thing I'm trying to fix right now is the water, because the water I have is not doing so well. It's very, very thin, very fine. So I'm trying to actually increase the pressure. What are these lives about? Health or building info? Mostly health, anything to do with nutrition, but sometimes we end up talking about what I'm living off grid because I've been here about 2 weeks trying to finish the project. So it's a mix of both. If you have any questions in regards to health, hey, go for it. Ask anything you want. I'll do my best to actually help you. Roberto, thanks so much for the flower. Thank you. Cheers. Or Duke, 100%. We forgot about Duke. Duke is outside. He's looking for stuff. He ate. He had 3 turkey necks. He had a huge bone, and he still wants some more food. And he had some eggs. I think he's still hungry. He's a big boy. He's burning a lot of calories. Yeah, usually we thought we'd come do a live a little bit later today. Just I didn't have time during the daytime, and I thought this would be a good timing for it. I'm just watching over Duke. TikTok favorite dog. What do you equate bloating and headache? Bloating is usually sometimes intake of too much fiber, and headache is lack of magnesium in the body. Read your ebook on blood pressure. Still not seeing difference in my blood pressure in 3 weeks. What are you currently taking? Things don't happen overnight if it's been years with your blood pressure, but it's probably getting better, just slowly. And it depends how you're testing your blood pressure. It depends whether you're using both your arms and both of your legs, if you're resting, if you're breathing correctly, all that stuff matters. And it depends when you're doing it, morning, lunch, and dinner, at least for 3 consecutive days. What supplements should be taken for, what was your question again? Is paleo diet any good? Which diet is good overall? Any diet is good. You just have to actually balance your intake of dense nutrients. I follow a carnivorous diet myself for the past 10 years and 2 months now. My older neighbor is in kidney failure. Is there something she can do? She can take NMN. Possibly it could help a bit, but it depends how extreme the issue is. Magnesium chloride and magnesium taurine. Magnesium chloride would be better. Magnesium chloride, what kind are you taking? Are you taking the one I recommended, and how often are you taking it? If you haven't really saturated your body, you're not going to saturate your body in 3 weeks. Sorry, I mean, what's the link between constipation and headache? Constipation will actually cause headache because your body is not actually getting the proper nutrient absorption, especially magnesium. Rice makes me gain water weight. Please help. So why are you consuming rice? Stop it. Obviously, your liver is having a hard time processing the glucose. Supplements for low thyroid. Hypothyroidism. You got it's not so much your thyroid, it's mostly your gut. 80% is your gut, 20% your thyroid. But if you do want to take anything, you can take digestive enzyme and L-tyrosine. How much are you taking? 3 times a day. The L-theanine you suggest helped my brother with rest and voice. He was so hearing. Thank you. That's awesome. It's good to hear, Crystal. I'm glad it's working for him. What is the appropriate protocol for using zeolite? What are the potential side effects? Go watch my movie, Nawaf. I did a video on how to use zeolite correctly. Is eating white rice as a carb load, not on a daily basis, then it's good to actually, for resistant starches, to actually feed your good bacteria. Then yeah. Also, I heard natural medicine can help cancer. think TikTok would filter out? Yeah, I can't talk about that because I can get banned. But you can check out my cheat book. I talk about it there in my book quite a bit. I can digest fats and digestive. I can digest fats and digestive enzymes with HCl makes me swollen, have gastritis. What you need is an enzyme rich in lipase to actually digest fats, and it should have ox bile so you can actually help your gallbladder. So what do you eat with protein? Nothing, just protein and fat. If your protein, how much fish oil daily? At least 3 to 5 grams daily. Hello, what is a mistake you've made that others can learn from? When it comes down to eating meat or carnivorous diet, um, too much fat. Eating too much fat sometimes causes you feel sluggish. It does actually cause some oxidation in your lipids. You end up having a soft stool effect where your poops will end up floating. That means your body's not getting the proper absorption. Other than that, it's all good. I've tried everything from raw to fully cooked. I like it all. I still actually consume it. Been 10 years and 2 months. I still do about 80% raw. But one thing you need to kind of be careful of is don't overtake the saturated fats, because saturated fats and sugars are both energy molecule. You just take of how much your body requires to actually burn. If you don't, you'll end up putting weight on very easily. If your protein blood is good, does that mean amino acids are sufficient? Well, it depends. There's an amino acid profile you can do. If your amino acid profile is on the left side, you're deficient. If it's on the right side, you're overstimulating your pancreas. It has to be dead center. It's a specific test you can get. What should I take to make sure I'm properly absorbing vitamins? It's not whether you can take, it's whether your pancreas is actually working correctly. So the pancreas will release your enzymes to actually break down the food, and after it actually breaks down the food, it releases bicarbonate to the small intestine so you can actually absorb more nutrients. So the idea is to actually have proper pH level in your small intestine. And you can do that by increasing your apple cider vinegar after every meal, by breaking down all the molecules left in your gut, and after that it actually tells your pancreas to release bicarbonate. Should we completely stop sugar for optimal health? No, not really. It's not the sugar that is causing the issue. It's everything that is processed in seed oils that is causing the issue. The sugar plays a role in this because a lot of the people, or a lot of us, tend to overconsume it, and that's where you actually have to. Because keep in mind, sugar and fat, they're both are energy molecule. You have to take, it depends on your energy level expenditure. So if you're taking 100 grams but you're only utilizing 50, then your body's storing the other 50. So you have to kind of know how much to take on a daily basis. But the problem is, because it's so addicting, a lot of us end up overeating. Same with fats as well too. I don't have a gallbladder. Do you think there's a reason rice is making me gain water weight? It's a possibility. The only reason you're getting water weight, it's something in your kidneys not functioning. That's the only way you can retain water. That means you're not hydrating your body correctly. Some comments are being filtered out, guys. Whoever's trying to send me a message is being filtered out, so probably reword it again. Oh, drinking some tea. Let me get some more. Usually I don't drink tea, but I felt like having some today. My legs are like hurting me like really bad. I've been up and down, up and down, up and down, probably like 80, 100 times today on the ladder, back and forth. So I'm trying to kind of sit down and relax. Is tea good for health? I have 3 cups a day. Yeah, it's not bad. It depends. Some people can actually handle it, some people can't. Keep in mind, it does have an anti-nutrient effect, so sometimes it does flush out some of the magnesiums in your body, so just kind of be careful of how much you kind of consume. What are your thoughts on taking DAO for histamine issue? Oh yeah, 100% you could. 100%, especially if you have a histamine issue. Anything that is fermented or aged, like cheese, sauerkraut, and you have a histamine intolerance, definitely DAO works good. Vitamin D, quercetin, vitamin C, all these actually help. But DAO enzyme is very expensive. It's not cheap either, Jimmy. How many milligrams of magnesium per day? Well, it's not how many milligrams. I take 1200. It depends. Every person is different. Every person is different. But you have to actually work to your tolerance level, and you have to actually saturate your body correctly. What to do to get rid of belly fat? Shift your carbohydrates. Switch on a carnivore diet, possibly, for at least 30, 45 days. It's a natural weight loss method. Yes, 50 for 30 pills on IHA is very expensive, Jimmy. Try vitamin C and quercetin first. Vitamin D3 as well help with histamine. Before you actually buy the DAO, it's called, because it's very expensive. I have histamine issues and I still eat the blue cheese and stuff like that. But what I do is I've noticed when I keep the blue cheese in room temperature, it doesn't affect me as much as taking it from the fridge and eating it. So maybe try that. I never had an issue with histamine eating raw cheese until I went full carnivore. When you go full carnivore, you start to become more sensitive because your body is now more tuned in with what's happening in your system. So when you go full carnivore, you're gonna become a little bit sensitive to certain things, and you're gonna notice you've always had the issue, but it's never showed up because other ingredients of food will actually kind of reduces the effect. But give it time, it should actually balance. Because mine started really, really bad, and now it's completely gone now. What are benefits of blue cheese? Doesn't the mold affect your health negatively? No, it doesn't. It's actually you're not eating a whole lot. You're eating a little bit. You're actually building your body's resiliency, which is good as well. And the mold in it is not that effective. It's not gonna affect your health in any ways or any means. I had kidney transplant with no gallbladder. I gain weight very easily. So you're missing quite a bit of enzymes probably in your system. If I cook my steak lightly on a stainless steel pan, I'm fine. Then, so you're probably having, yeah, you're probably gonna end up going through that. If you do it on a skillet, it's gonna cause the issue. If I cook on a barbecue, I feel horrible. Yeah, on a skillet and a barbecue, you're gonna feel that in the beginning stages. I felt that for the first 2 years, Jimmy. Then after that, it was gone. So keep using stainless steel for now, for at least for the first bit. You can take digestive enzymes, lipase, amylase, bromelain. All these enzymes would actually help. Jimmy, stick with stainless steel. That's what I do. The only time I would use like a skillet, let's say, or barbecue when I'm doing the burger outside, but mine happened for the first 2 years. I was getting like a very, very high levels, and after that, it's completely gone now. Do you drink juices from Superstore? Any good? Hell no. I haven't touched anything processed for over 15 years. And I don't drink any juices from superstores. It's all man-made. Have you ever had ectopic from a vitamin deficiency? If anything, you will get it from vitamin B1. Thoughts on carnivore diet? What would you like to know on carnivore diet? I've been on it 10 years now. No hibiscus, no biscuits with tea. I don't eat any of that stuff. I don't think I think the last time maybe I had like a biscuit when I was like maybe 5 years old. Hey Mary. Yeah, none of that stuff. Just straight tea. The only thing is that I would put in my tea sometimes is bee pollen. Thoughts on dandelion and nettle tea? Yeah, you can definitely drink dandelion for your to flush out your kidney, good for the liver. Nettle tea as well is gonna help with the kidneys. It's gonna open up the filtration. Really good for anybody with prostate, even. Carnivore diet linked to high cholesterol? Not really. That's all bullshit. Cholesterol is irrelevant. Cholesterol is irrelevant. It's whether it's been oxidized or not. What are your top three supplements? We got magnesium, nitric oxide, and probably it's a mix between niacin and resveratrol. Do you ever drink hibiscus tea? I do, yes. I like the flavor of it because it's lemony. It's more expensive carnivore diet. No, it's much cheaper than actually eating a regular diet because you only eat meat, eggs, maybe a little bit of cheese if you like. Dandelion works good for the kidneys. Yes, dandelion tea and nettle tea. Were you an actor? Maybe in my past life somewhere. What causes a recurring what? Boil in the same place? And what can I do to clear it? Boil? What do you mean by boil? Your opinion on the Atkins diet. What does the Atkins diet consist of? I think it's what more. I've heard of Atkins diet years ago, like probably like back in 2000. What is it, like high protein or something? I can't remember. It's been a while. But I've heard of the Atkins diet. There's so many freaking diets out there. Every couple years, and influencers will come up with the new diets. Low carb, high protein, low fat. See, the problem is if you go low carb, high protein, and low fat as well, you're gonna end up becoming deficient and you're gonna be lacking energy. Lots of energy you're gonna be lacking. I would actually go high protein and high fat and probably cycle your carbohydrates. Best way to get rid of acid reflux? Food combining. When was the last time you had a cheat day and what did you have? I had white rice last Saturday. That's my carb load. Being on a carnivore, I still have a white rice once a week to actually boost my glycogen storage. And yes, I'm still 100% carnivore. Even thought I might maybe take 5% and do white rice. Anytime you're over 70% meat eating, you still a carnivorous diet. So the rice, the only reason I do it because I don't consume quite a bit of fat because most of the stuff I get is grass fed and is grass finished. So there isn't a whole lot of fat in it. So I still need my glucose. So I still take my glucose from white rice once a week. I don't eat it daily. No, I would never eat it daily. Have you heard of Dr. Ben Lynch? I have. He seems to specialize in histamine. He also owns a supplement. Yeah, Dr. Ben. He actually, I think he's the one who wrote the book about sleeping, and he's really big onto the methylation process. He's been doing methylation for the past 22 years, way before Gary Brecka just came up in the last couple months. Yeah, Dr. Ben Lynch, I think I met him and he signed the book back in 2015 when I was in California. Dirty Genes, that's the one. Yes, he does have the book Dirty Genes, and I've read it. And it's pretty neat, it's pretty interesting. And he talks mostly about 12 different common genes that most of us get. And he does have his own supplement line, but it doesn't mean, they're all the same. Yeah, Dirty Genes, Ben Lynch. He's really good, actually. I like him. I got my first methylated test almost back in 2000 and maybe 14, 15 through him. Oh yeah, he's way ahead of Gary. Gary is just a newbie, he just came out recently and he's trying to make millions of dollars off people who's charging overly priced bullshit. You can get like your gene testing and all that for like I think $100 through Ben, and he does the methylation part of it, which is really neat. And he does give you like a full 13-page explanation. He's amazing. I like the guy. Really nice doctor. I met him as well. If you want to lose water weight or obesity, would you switch white rice to brown rice? Hell no, I would never take a brown rice. It's high in gluten and is very high in cyanide. Brown rice is dirty. See, if you go back like 2,000 years ago, Asia and Egypt and Russia were competing who can get the whitest the most because they knew for a fact if you get it as white as possible, it has pretty much zero anti-nutrient. So stay away from brown rice and other things like that. Stick with white rice, pure glucose, which is nice to have. It is good to have, actually, yes. But I do it once a week because keep in mind, when I do it once a week, I do it more of a carb load. When I mean by carb load, I don't eat 1 cup. I eat anywhere between like 4 to 5 cups. So you can figure how much rice I eat almost. I get the California Jasmine organic rice. It's really nice. Yes, 100%. California Jasmine white rice is very good as well too, which is excellent. Tastes really, really good. It has a nice little rich flavor. And usually sometimes when it's done cooking, put like couple tablespoons of MCT oil and mix it so this way it doesn't cause such a massive spike in insulin. What can I take please for pre-workout? A nice espresso shot with MCT. That would be like the best thing you can ever do as a pre-workout. Sometimes I cook it with coconut oil. Oh, perfect. The only reason I like MCT oil because it's actually it passes the blood-brain barrier and it actually activates your ketones instantly instead of coconut where it has to be digested, and it's much easier than coconut because it doesn't have any long fatty acids. They're all short, medium triglyceride like C8 or C10. I cook it with C8 and C10, and that's what I usually use it to cook with. And C8, I actually mix it with my coffee. So, what did you normally eat with your steak? Veggies? Just steak and butter, and maybe like right now, I had a steak and I had 4 eggs, and I had a piece of 1 ounce of blue cheese. That's all I had. Did you have your espresso? Yes. It's already late. I can't have another one. It's almost 8 p.m. at night. I've had like 3 shots. I'm trying to actually try this new mushroom coffee this lady sent me. Have you heard of tap water issues in the UK? Yes, I have. And I've already had about 5 clients, 5 patients having H. pylori from the water in UK. What about cooking with olive oil? You should never cook in olive oil because you're going to actually oxidize it. And once you oxidize it, you're actually just eating oxidized fats. You're going to cause more of a heart issue more than anything. Can I give MCT to my 91-year-old mom? Oh, 100%. Just start with a 1/4 teaspoon. If you go more than 1/4 teaspoon, you can cause like a diarrhea effect or a soft stool effect. How do you feel about moringa? I think it's a waste of money. Do you find did you find once you're awake to all the BS in the world you lose a lot of friends? Hey, trust me, it's funny how, from hundreds of friends you have, you're down to like only having one or two real friends. It's funny, isn't it? I would love to try mushroom coffee. Yeah, that's the one I'm doing right now. I got it yesterday. I did a quick video on it. It's not bad. Like she says on the ingredients to mix like say 3 teaspoons per 1 cup of water. Um, but I don't do that. Use my code. You probably get like 10% off. So I've been using 3 teaspoons and a small espresso shot to actually to feel it as intense as possible. Because if you're actually gonna do a cup would actually fill 3 of these. So the taste on it is terrible. Like I did it and it's so light. So right now I'm doing it in this little cup, and it's really really good. It does have a nice little flavor, and I usually add a little bit even more MCT oil with it. I cook my food boiled, then I blend the spice to make the sauce. No oil. Perfect. That's good. Do you recommend krill oil? I do, but it's very expensive to freaking buy. Which oil is good for cooking? MCT oil, coconut oil, ghee, butter, suet, beef tallow, pork lard, duck fat. All the animal fats is good for you, but don't cook with any because they actually have a very smoking point, a high smoking point. How do you get rid of H. pylori? That's too high. You can actually get rid of H. pylori. There's a specific protocol you have to follow. You have to book a time with me, and I can give you the protocol to follow it. I've been eating 6 minute super soft boiled eggs lately, and I love them. Do you think that's okay? Oh, 100%. So what I do is, Jimmy, I boil the water, I put the eggs in, do a 6 minute count, take them out, put them under cold water. Now the yolk is still nice and raw, like runny, which is perfect. Just peel it nice and slow and enjoy the full egg nice and raw, except the white has to be cooked. It's super delicious. High fat daily, 100 grams daily. Yeah, it depends on your body weight. Usually we say anywhere between 0.25 to about 1 gram per 1 pound of body weight. You said don't cook with olive oil, but can I drink it? You can drink it or you can top it off on top of your food, but don't cook with it. Yeah, you enjoy them. Yeah, perfect. That's awesome, Jimmy. Yeah, it's they are super good. Where are you from? Love from Puerto Rico. I'm in Canada right now. Cheers to Puerto Rico. You guys probably have beautiful weather. We just stopped raining finally today. So hopefully in the next couple of days we'll have some sun. What do you think of this beet powder that people are drinking? It's bullshit. Because beet powder won't give you the nitric oxide activation unless it's 25% extracted. If it's not 25% extracted, you will have to consume 300 grams to actually get an equivalent of 500 milligrams of nitrate to actually convert to nitric oxide. So a lot of these people are actually just wasting money on bullshit. And nobody can get 25% extracted beetroot powder because it is a patent designed for Berkeley. Why not cook with olive oil? It's heat and light sensitive. You can actually oxidize your polyunsaturated fats. Then you're gonna cause more the same issue as you eating freaking soy or eating canola oil. Any help? This is my blood pressure is giving me headache. Yeah, book a time with me, then I can actually guide you because blood pressure is not something to mess with. And it's not something to kind of just give you, hey, go buy this and you should be fine. Because there is a protocol you have to follow. How much nitric oxide per day? Well, you need 500 milligrams of nitrate for the conversion into nitric oxide. Now, the patent designed by Berkeley, they actually give you 500 milligrams, but it actually can last in your body up to 8 hours. What is better, L-carnitine or thiamine? It depends what you were using them for. It depends on the usage. Can I mix beets and blueberry in a smoothie? It's okay to mix a fruit with a veggie? Yeah, it should be fine. It's not like it's gonna do anything harm to your body. What about avocado? Avocado is good, but not to cook with it. Avocado oil is garbage. Avocado oil is garbage, guys. Yeah, stop using it if you're using it for cooking, dispose it. Because what happened is the demand is so high on it and they've been actually mixing it. And I went after 8 companies asking for certificate of analysis to make sure it is 100% pure avocado oil, and none of them have responded, and some of them have blocked my email. So obviously there's something hidden because we found out that the Costco brand name of avocado oil has actually about 20% mixed oils with it. So stay away from that garbage. As simple as that. I cook my fried eggs with olive oil for 3 minutes only, as long as it's a low heat and you're not oxidizing your polyunsaturated fats, but probably you're already oxidizing it. What oil do you cook with? Either MCT oil, well, coconut oil, or what do you call it? Suet, Simmons beef tallow. I got to the point where I didn't want meats and eggs. Only lasted 6 months. Need to get back. Well, you have to. It's a nice dense nutrient food that you need. Is mild olive oil bad to cook with? You should never cook with olive oil, period. How do I book with you? If you click on my picture profile, Raz, and it'll take you to my calendar. It'll take you to my main page. On the main page, there's a website. Once you click on the website, you can actually go on the calendar and book an appointment. Can I use ghee to cook and fry? 100%. Yes. How long approximately does L-citrulline stay in your system? 1500 milligrams for nitric oxide. Citrulline does not convert to nitric oxide. You need 8 grams a day, not 1.5 grams a day. You need 8 grams a day to convert to nitric oxide, but the problem is it gets oxidative stress, eNOS. It doesn't actually convert eNOS, it converts into iNOS, which is induced nitric oxide. So to convert to eNOS, you need to actually start taking alpha lipoic acid or vitamin C with it. What is MCT oil? Medium chain triglycerides, actually derived from coconut. So coconut has about 8 different fats. So you have long chain and you have short chain fatty acid. I want to try raw goat kefir that's sold at the pet store. Do you think it would be okay? Yeah, it should be fine. Just make sure the ingredients doesn't have anything whacked or anything like that. But yeah, you should be fine. Is it safe to eat grass-fed beef every day? I've been at it for the past 10 years and 2 months. Every day, morning and dinner, morning and dinner, morning and dinner, and it's freaking delicious. The lady at the pet store said a lot of people are buying it for human consumption. Yeah, oh yeah, you could, 100%. You could do that. I've seen them lots. Everyone should download his cheat ebook. Excellent information. Thank you, Murray. I'm gonna actually pinpoint this message so you guys can see it. Download my cheat book. It has a lot of good information, and I'm constantly gonna keep growing it. But doesn't coconut raise your cholesterol? all it does, so this is your LDL cholesterol. Let's say your LDL cholesterol is at 100. You start eating coconut, suddenly your LDL goes to 100. It doesn't mean it actually increased. It's just the size of your LDL got bigger. It doesn't mean it's causing any harm to your heart. It's just pure raw goat kefir from farm in BC. Yeah, I'd go for it, Jimmy. Try it out and let me know how you like it, because I was gonna buy some, but there isn't any here in BC that I can buy close to me. Dear Maurice, isn't late, my dear? It is. It's like what time is it now? It's 8 p.m. It's gonna be past my bedtime soon. Holly, how are you? How much L-carnitine to take for cognitive function or weight loss? For cognitive function, you need 3 grams, 3,000 milligrams. And for weight loss, you're gonna be hitting at least 5,000 milligrams. Is Duke still outside? He's actually in a tiny house sleeping. I do ketovore, not high fat thought. That's good. So more and more protein, mild fat. I'm doing good, Holly. Good to hear from you. Here is 5 a.m. in the morning. Wow. In Alabama, it's 10 here. Wow, you guys are like 2 hours ahead of me. Yeah, usually by 8:30, me and Duke are like completely out. Is Duke getting a brother? I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I've been doing the calculations because he eats a lot of raw food and stuff, and it's whether I can afford another dog or not. So it's kind of deciding. 9 p.m. Holly, where are you at, Holly? Oh, same here. I thought food is only 20% responsible for your cholesterol level. The liver produces the rest. It is, yeah, it is. 20% and 80% comes from your liver no matter what. So whether you eat cholesterol or not, dietary cholesterol or not, your liver still produces 3,000 milligrams of cholesterol daily. 8 p.m. in California. Cheers to that. Nice. Same time as me. Italia, Italy. Duke is lonely. He's not lonely. I play with him lots. I spend probably 6 hours with him while he's working with me, or we're actually walking, we're playing, we go hiking. He plays with me lots. You do have to actually leave the German Shepherd alone for at least 2 hours a day so they calm their nervous system and everything. If you don't do that, then yes, it becomes an issue. Definitely set a phone consultation. It has helped me a lot still too. Thanks so much. Ohio time. Good evening. 11. I have 700 cholesterol. Doc has had a fit. LMFR. They want me on statin. Scam. The other numbers are high also. What is your HDL and your triglyceride? Take your triglyceride divided by your HDL. Make sure it's below 1. If it's above 1, then you have an issue with the absorption. So you either require digestive enzymes or you require niacin. So something your body is not absorbing correctly. That's why it's high. Usually we don't like to see my cholesterol number went as high as 900, Holly, once, and I had to actually do some major adjustment. Look, for me, I did have a dirty gene. I do have a gene in the family. It's called lipoprotein small a, and because of the lipoprotein small a, we end up having very, very high cholesterol numbers. The problem is you don't want it to oxidize. So you don't want it to oxidize. If it oxidizes, it could cause a problem. Even whether, they say, well, fat does not cause heart disease, sugar does not cause heart disease. But if you have a specific gene, it could cause the oxidative stress, the oxidative damage. So you have to kind of be careful. And if it is, then you need to take, certain supplements to kind of help. I'm looking for a Dutch Shepherd right now for the acreage. Oh, that'd be awesome. A Dutch Shepherd. I have to kind of see what they look like. Is it safe to mega dose vitamin C? Yes, vitamin C, you gotta take 3,000 milligrams every 4 hours until you hit your tolerance level. What should I do to fix my bad LDL? There's no such thing as bad LDL. It's whether your LDL is being oxidized or not. If it is, then you have to add a few things. Triglyceride and liver enzymes dropped when I went carnivore. Perfect. Found that the thyroid is the issue. 100%. 100%. Is vitamin B6 needed to take with L-carnitine or vitamin C? Vitamin B6, P5P, yes, with L-carnitine, not vitamin C. Vitamin C is always good to take just to kind of prevent any oxidization. Same thing as taking alpha lipoic acid. So the thyroid, you probably, if it's underactive, that's why your cholesterol is going up high. So you might have to do a carb load like me. But that's how I got it fixed. So you probably have the same gene as me. And if you do a carb load once a week, you'll actually drop your cholesterol by half. Maurice, when is your book coming out? Can you estimate a date? Oh, you're killing me here with that. You're gonna push me to actually give you a date? Damn. I can't promise. I think I'm probably launch it before September. It's just taking so much of my time. There's a lot of information in it. Probably by before September, I'll say, 100%. Because I'm trying to actually get monetized on YouTube as well too, and I haven't yet. Once I monetize on YouTube, because they actually suppress my videos so much on YouTube because I kind of give free information and I talk about a lot of doses, what to take and how to do it, and I shouldn't be doing that. 646 cholesterol, triglyceride 328, LDL over 350, cholesterol HDL. I need to know your triglyceride divided by your HDL, Holly. If you are over 1, then you need to do a carb load. 583. What's 583? Yeah, that'd be great, Holly. We should chat. 100%. Yeah, because I'm. Oh, so you are type 1 diabetic, Holly? So HDL is 583. So Holly, because your triglyceride is 300 and some, you said 328 triglyceride, and HDL is 583. So 583, that's so you are type 1 diabetic then. So shoot. And you're taking insulin shots probably. What if triglyceride divided by HDL is 7.7? You cannot put yourself at a very high insulin resistant and oxidization of your lipids. So being a type 1 diabetic, you're taking insulin shots, obviously, but since you're actually doing a carnivorous diet or ketovore, you're not taking probably as many insulin shots as before, very little insulin, right? So I need you to check your LPPLA2, MPO, OXLDL. Let's just make sure nothing is being oxidized. Because your triglyceride in the upper 300, how much fats are you consuming? Where do I get more info of your, where do I get more info of your, of my what? Britties. I think maybe you missed your question there or something is missed. Where do I get more information of you? What kind of information of me? You guys got me lost here. I got too many screens going. I need to get some water. Hi, Maurice. Good to be on learning. Hey, cheers, John. How are you? No worries, Holly. Sorry, I just have two screens, one on TikTok and one on YouTube. So I'm trying to actually answer both questions at the same time. Where do I find out stuff that you recommend? Recommend in terms of what? Like supplementation? I do have the website and I only put the supplement that I currently take, and you guys can, feel free to actually check them out. I do get them from iHerb. Most of them, I don't really have my own supplements or nothing like that. So anything I talk about supplementation, I will put it on my website because I get most of it from iHerb. It's easy iHerb. The only reason is because they do ship worldwide. But Harley, the testing I was talking about, it was actually in regards for you, where you can get your LPPLA2 and MPO. I just want to make sure there's no soft plaque or there's no oxidization due to the high number of triglycerides, because being a type 1 diabetic, sometimes it will put you in that stage. So maybe we should actually connect and make sure everything is kind of working correctly for you, because having like my cholesterol when I did like full carnivore Yeah, it's LP PLA, the number 2. That will tell you whether you have soft plaque already started in your system, because your cholesterol number is at 700. Mine was as high as 900. And the only way I can configure that and fix it, I had to do a carb load once a week. In your case, you're a type 1 diabetic. So doing a carb load, that's when you can utilize the insulin on that one day. And now it will actually refuel your liver with glycogen. Therefore, your cholesterol level will drop, glycogen level goes up, and therefore you can actually drop your LDL numbers. So LPPLA with the number 2 is a checker for soft plaque. Yes. How many hours should one sleep? I don't know, 4 hours I sleep, 6 hours max. You don't need more than that. As long as you're getting good, deep and REM sleep, you should be fine. Yeah, I have no glycogen in the liver. So you should. Once you have a glycogen in the liver, I guarantee that your cholesterol will drop from 700 to at least in the low 400s. And that would be ideal. Where do you work? I just do, I'm a clinical nutritionist. I'm a registered clinical nutritionist. So all my work is done online, consultations. That's what I do. I don't have a job. That's my job, actually. I used to have a clinic a couple of years ago, but since the COVID, I started doing everything online. And that's why I'm trying to kind of get my YouTube monetized. So if I can get anything monetized, because I know here in Canada, they don't pay us for TikTok at all, like they do in the US or other countries. So I'm trying to actually get certain things monetized, so this way I can always offer free information without kind of charging too much for it. How can I share my website? I think if you go to my main page on YouTube, you can see my website, Holly. Since COVID, my body seemed in a chronic state of inflammation all the time. Any advice? Start taking like more of the anti-inflammatory. Go on a carnivore diet for at least 30 days. Reduce the inflammatory factors in your system. Check your HSCRP. Take quercetin. Take resveratrol. A lot of these polyphenols or flavonoids are actually going to help reduce the inflammation in your body until you actually figure out the root cause that is actually causing that. And the root cause could be possibly from the COVID or could be possibly a vaccination. Can you recommend TMG cause my old supply is almost out? Didn't renew the 10X. You can actually get TMG from iHerb, Gavino. I'll send you a link. Remind me, I'll send you a link from iHerb, or if you want to get it in bulk. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, don't get it from there. You can actually get it for a fraction of the cost from iHerb. I might have it maybe on my website. I'll have to check. Send me a message on WhatsApp and I'll definitely send you a link. Maurice, what can I take for knee pain? I want to make my knees strong again. Well, your knee pain is a joint issue. Joint issue is mostly oxalates. Oxalates is mostly coming from your greens or veggies or certain things you're eating. Inositol is not bad, works okay. What is TMG? Trimethylglycine. That's how actually it methylates your homocysteine level. That's one of the factor of possible blood pressure. That's one of the factors of 8 different factors. Some people actually have the gene MTHFR gene mutation and their homocysteine does not methylate correctly. Do you have any data on minimum niacin dosage for helping LDL triglyceride HDL 500 slow releases dropping blood pressure? You can actually blame, you can do, I've been doing a test recently. See, the body is capable of actually absorbing about 200 to 250 milligrams. Half-life is about 3 hours. So I take roughly, I've done numerous testing. You can take 500 milligrams 3 times a day. You can take 500 milligrams once a day. Or you can do what I'm doing to actually reduce your LP small a. I take 250 milligrams every 3 hours. Does vitamin C help with weight loss? Vitamin C is an antioxidant, not necessarily directly helps with weight loss. Indirectly, it will help with the antioxidant process, so it reduces any oxidative damage. Oxidative damage is what's causing weight gain due to the stress, due to certain seed oils we consume. What do I need to eat more? Oxalates. Oxalates are like crystals, calcium oxalates, oxalic acid that comes from vegetables. Now, the only way you can get rid of oxalic acid is you take magnesium supplement, or you can actually eat cheese with your veggies. So the calcium in cheese will bind onto the oxalates. Maurice healed my knee pain, all gone. Awesome. That's good to hear, Maria. I'm glad everything is working excellent for you. Duke! Duke's barking at night. What are the treatments for pneumonia? NAC, N-acetyl-L-cysteine, 2,400 milligrams every 3 hours for 4 days. Then cycle off. Give me a second, guys. Duke! People are sleeping. Come here. Let's open the door for Duke. Come on. Come inside. It's past your bedtime. Come. You coming? Look at that there. Yeah, he jumps in the bed right away. Is there a reason for him barking? Oh yeah, we have deers outside and little coyotes, they pop out at night and in the evening, so he wants to bark, he wants to have his little fun. He's just standing right beside me if you guys can see him. There you go. He pops in the window, then he goes to my bed, as you guys can see in the back there. Hopefully he doesn't bite my stuff or eat anything. Duke! Be nice. Give me that. Give me that. Silly kid. Oh yeah, everything is good. What do you recommend for lowering LDL cholesterol? I'm at 112 and doctor wants to put you on staff. 112, Maria Garcia, that's nothing. I thought you were gonna say like 400 or 500 or 600. What's 112? Go 10 years ago, it used to be 300. Maurice, do you have any kids? I have one overseas. He's 11 years old. I haven't seen him for 10 years. Long story. Long story. I'm gonna get some water. Duke, go to sleep, please. Hey, go to sleep. Thanks for sharing all your info with us. You have helped so many of us. Thanks so much, British, for the comment. Duke is so beautiful. He's sleeping. He's out in the bed. He comes, checks on me, and he goes to bed. I woke up at 2:30 a.m. this morning with coyotes yipping in my driveway. My 16.5-year-old dog was sound asleep, but his tail was thumping on the floor until I woke him up. He's probably dreaming, poor guy. He's probably dreaming, and the coyotes are outside. We get coyotes at night here, and I actually have to keep him inside, because if I let him out at night, he will actually jump the fence and he'll go after them. Especially in the middle of the night, that'd be freaky. Be very scared, because it gets here like pitch black. Of course, there's no street lights, there's nothing, so it gets like really dark. What is a good fibrinogen and homocysteine? Fibrinogen, it varies. I think it has to be below 300 or something, but your homocysteine has to be between 7 and 9. God bless you, man, for the great advice. Thanks so much, Has, for the wishes. Would taking desiccated pancreas give me the same effect as... I don't think it's the pancreas. I think it's the kidneys, Jimmy, not the pancreas. What do you think of calcium heart score test? Yeah, they're good, Tony, to get the CT calcium score to find out how much calcifications you have. Calcifications are good in a way. Do you fast? Oh yeah, I fast daily. كيفك عمو? Good. They probably would bow down to Duke because he's higher than Coyote, right? Like Eric King. And the problem is the coyotes here are smaller, but the problem is they come in pack, and that's where the scary issue happens. This morning was the first time the coyote ever came that close to my house. Lived here for 25 years. Wow, that's insane. Where are you at, Blaine? That's interesting. It seems they're like getting closer and closer in certain areas. What type of water do you drink? Water filtered or bottled water? I drink water from the creek, fresh, and I fill it up in my stainless steel and I actually drink it. It's not bottled. You should never touch bottled because bottled water that actually mimics estrogen. What do you think of vitamin D being a component of a rat poisoning? Oh yeah, I put 100,000 IU under the trailer sometimes or in the corners there for mice, and if there is rats here as well too. So yeah, it does actually calcify their heart, and that's how you actually can give them a heart attack, or they'll actually just choke and die from calcifications. It's a really good poison, but yet as a human we still take it, which is not bad for us. We can actually tolerate it. I did a lot of studies on vitamin D3. I've taken 250,000 IU daily for almost 3 weeks. How about Brita filtered water? I haven't tried Brita. I can't tell you whether it's good or not. What calcifies their heart? Vitamin D3. But you have to give them like 100,000 IU, and within I think like a day, they're pretty much they die. Did you put a piece of silver in your Berkeley filter? I put. I have I have a cup, a silver cup that I actually used to actually put water in it to get, because I have one as a copper and I have one as a silver. I just have it in my other place right now. Thoughts on oatmeal for breakfast? Yeah, it's good food for the horses. My A1C is 5.8. It's too high. Should be at least 5.1 max. I take berberine, did nothing. Well, yeah, you have to take berberine, but you have to actually help it with the proper diet. And it depends how much you're taking, and it takes roughly anywhere between 4 to 6 weeks before it actually start to work. It is safe for us to take, as long as you have a proper magnesium and proper vitamin K2 to actually regulate your calcium. Or else I would never recommend anybody taking vitamin D just because they need to take it. My A1C is 5.2. That's perfect. Yeah, 5.1, 5.2 would be ideal. Not no higher than that. I took 3 different brands. You've probably been taking the wrong brand then. Are you a doctor, Maurice? I'm a clinician. Any recommendation for ringing of ears? Have it for years. So the ringing of ears is usually due to the oxalate crystals. I put 0.99 silver coin in my Berkey. I'm not sure if it does anything. It should release. I have to see how much it releases, because I know the copper, every 1 liter of copper, you get 2 milligrams of copper. I gotta check to see the silver. I haven't really checked into it. Is Weetabix? What the hell is Weetabix? I haven't heard of that. What is the impact of vaping? Or imagine all that fructose and processed sugars and the vaping goes into your lungs and sticks. Maurice, will you send me your PO box? I'm going to make you a shirt. That'd be awesome. Looking forward to it. Send me a direct message. I'll send you my address. Marie shared. Oh, thanks so much. Hi, handsome Miss Medicine Hat here. Oh, hey, Medicine Hat. How's the weather in Medicine Hat? Any thoughts on Lion's Mane supplement? I'm trying some right now from another company. It's called Mushroom Coffee, and it does have Lion's Mane. To be honest with you, I just started taking it today. So this is gonna be my 7th product with Lion's Mane in it, and I hope it's gonna do something. I hope it does. If it doesn't, I'm gonna be really disappointed. Have you been chicken shopping in the past week? Chicken shopping? Have you been chicken shop? I haven't had chicken for 10 plus years, Blaine, because I cannot get pasture raised chicken. Oh, chicken for laying eggs. I have been looking. I have been looking actually. I found one place, but She does the chickens she has are a little bit older, and I'm starting to build the chicken coop. I haven't had a chance yet to finish it because it's been freaking raining. I started with the flooring and it rained and I left it and I came back and it rained again, so I haven't had a chance. I'm trying to actually finish it this week, but I just finished the installation today, top, bottom, and it's all like vapored and everything like that. So my next project is finishing the chicken coop and getting some actually chickens, and that's what I'm gonna do. Duke would love some fresh eggs. Oh, 100%. If I can get like 5, 6 eggs a day, that's all I want. It would be amazing. When I eat frozen wild blueberries and kombucha, it seems to raise my sugars. What's raising your sugars is your kombucha. So I'll bet you the sugars they have in there, the bacteria has not really consumed the sugars as good as it should. Sounds wonderful. I hope it is, Holly. I hope it turns out to be, something good and I'm able to get some good fresh eggs. That would be the first part of it. If the eggs go well, then maybe who knows what's next. Yesterday I went and bought some beef from I found a local farmer. He's roughly about 2 hours from here. I bought some grass-fed, grass-finished burgers, and they're actually really, really good. I'm surprised. I actually had one fully raw this morning. Nice flavor to it, actually. I have to say, nice flavor. What is the best way to take care of your mitochondria? Creatine, magnesium, and D-ribose. Any suggestion for white coat blood pressure? Blood pressure is fine at home, but shoots up at the doctor. Who cares of the freaking stupid doctor? Because he's already stressing you out and he's causing so much fear on you. That's why your blood pressure goes up. All you gotta do is just take L-theanine before you go in. Seems strange. Did you see the bill 368 pass? So that's good news for natural health in Canada. What is a 368? I haven't been, to be honest with you, Jimmy. I stopped watching some of the news recently because it's freaking is just it's killing our head. Is like we're just so packed in into the world of the news that sometimes you forget what's around us. It's crazy. Keep those chickens away from coyotes. Oh, I'm gonna put the temporary fencing all around, so I think that'd be awesome. So this will hopefully no coyotes will actually go in. I eat the quail eggs and duck, so delicious. Duck eggs I've had, they're my favorite. I usually get 96 duck eggs every single month of June from this farmer, and this farmer he end up getting rid of his ducks. So I'm not gonna have any this summer. This will be the first summer in like 6 years that I won't get any duck eggs. I don't watch the news anymore either. It's so negative. I seen it from someone I follow on Twitter. Oh, that's interesting. I gotta look into it. That what is it something good for us that they passed that bill? That means they're not gonna ban any supplements. Hopefully, it's a bill that protects the consumer rights to purchase supplements and see naturopath. This is the sixth time they're trying to actually shut down supplements and natural stuff in Canada. This is the sixth time since 2002 when they started this. It's insane. Maurice, you should move to the USA and get paid for TikTok. I wish. Would love to go there, and I don't know if I want to go to an area where it's like summer all year long almost. Here is just it's brutal. I can only have like 2.5 months of summer here, and the rest is like dark and snowy. I make my own kombucha, absolutely 100% delicious. So you're making your own kombucha, but it's actually raising your sugars. What is your HbA1c levels are at? Yeah, the winter we get here is like gloomy and dark and a lot of heavy snow, which just kind of sucks. I need to find if I'm gonna be moving to the US or move anywhere, I'll have to actually it has to be an off a grid location like this, full of trees, some water. I'm like maybe an hour, 2 hours away from the closest area. That would be awesome. You should. I tell my friends in Canada this. I know I have to because in Canada we're so limited, it seems. What do you recommend for thyroid? So if it's underactive thyroid, most of the time it's 80% your gut more than your thyroid itself. But if it is a thyroid, then we can do tyrosine. It's an amino acid, anywhere between 500 to 5,000 milligrams, 100% safe. That will actually allow your T4 to convert to T3. Selenium from Brazil nuts, maybe eating about 3 to 6 Brazil nuts daily. And the last thing would be iodine. Iodine would be like your master mineral to actually allow the thyroid to function correctly, only if you have a hypo, which is underactive thyroid. Yeah, it's exactly like Verdi. Same in UK. UK, you guys get so much rain like us here in Canada. We're identical. You should know my friends in Canada. New Mexico kelp is excellent. Infection in the gut, 100%. 100%. The thyroid is 80% in the gut more than the thyroid itself. And kelp is going to help quite a bit if you can get your hands on good kelp product. Supplements for low estrogen. You can try boron, but sometimes it's not so much your estrogen. Probably your could be estrogen dominant because the stuff you're consuming that is actually causing is mimicking estrogen and it's causing it to crash. You can take creatine with GLP-1, yeah, or you can take creatine with HMB and leucine. What if your hypothyroid is due to Hashimoto? Would you still benefit from iodine? Yes, you will still benefit from iodine. The problem is a lot of people are not taking iodine correctly. They only take like 100 or 200 micrograms. We actually need in the upper 1000 micrograms or higher. Can you discuss leg pain at night? That's restless legs. You gotta take magnesium. Already take magnesium glycinate. Yeah, but magnesium glycinate is only one part of the equation. You're not saturating your body correctly with magnesium. Hashimoto, blood sugar, web, and hypo. Fixing it right now. That's good. That's awesome. You're working on it. It's all related to blood sugar. It's all related to the gut. The gut actually plays a huge role in this, how you actually digest and absorb a lot of the food. Best food for low estrogen. It's not whether you have low estrogen, Christy. You could be estrogen dominant from actually consuming a lot of stuff in plastic that's actually mimicking the issue. Does thyroid have anything to do with tenoneurus? That's a good question. Never really looked into it, but I don't think it does. I'll have to. I can't say for sure, but I don't think it does. Same with you, Tony. That's the ringing in the ear goes under the same category as tendonitis. And I know that tendonitis is mostly caused by oxalates, crystals build up. And that's why it end up happening. The only way you can flush it out would be magnesium ionic chloride, but you actually have to saturate with magnesium. And the problem is, not a lot of us are actually saturating correctly with magnesium. When I talk about saturation with magnesium, you have to take it every 4 hours. I need to set up a call for my wife for her thought. Yeah, 100%. Definitely, we can go over it and we can actually set up a protocol for her, Gavino. I have it right now listening to you. So you have the ringing in your ears while you're listening to me. Try to actually start to eliminate some of the oxalates in your food. Do you recommend sea moss? Is highly I don't, because the sources are all over the place and a lot of influencers are starting to make money off you. Sea moss is garbage. Had a breakfast at Denny's this morning. Told the waitress to hold the toast and hash browns. Omelette with cheddar, bacon, sausage, and ham. That looks delicious. That sounds amazing. Yeah, forget the hash brown and toast. That's awesome, Blaine. You don't need them. You don't need to spike insulin at all. Cheers. The eliminate oxalic acid, or goes by another name, oxalate. So they're crystals found in vegetables. That's how vegetables are able to actually defend themselves. So when these crystals, they actually start landing themselves across your body, from kidney stones, between the joints, your arteries, your necks, everywhere, and they end up causing pain, but they end up causing malfunction of certain organs. And the problem is with oxalates, once you actually get off taking these foods of oxalates, it doesn't just happen overnight. It takes 3 years to flush out oxalate off your body. It's called oxalate dumping. So you will start waking up in the morning and you'll have like powder all over your joints and everywhere. And that's how you know you're actually flushing out these oxalates. Any good supplement for digestion? You can take digestive enzymes that has amylase, lipase, and protease in it. So yeah, you guys have to avoid oxalate foods. Like look into like if you're eating spinach, I would say discontinue spinach. If you're eating kale, discontinue kale. So anything that a lot of influencers talk about, these green drinks and so many other things, make sure you're not consuming them because they are very high in oxalates, and that's what causes a lot of these issues. I can't seem to digest vegetables. Why? Well, 1% out of the whole vegetables, technically, us as a human, we can possibly digest only 1% of them. The rest, we don't actually have the proper enzymes to actually digest them. So it's not whether you can digest them or not, Darcy. It's just we're not meant to digest them. Arthritis pain again. Nightshade, vegetables and oxalates. Celery good to eat. Celery is good, not bad for your. It does have a specific chemical to actually vasodilate your arteries. There's a lot of low oxalate vegetables. Well, I don't know if they would fall into vegetables more because they actually have seeds. They could possibly be like a fruit, like you have zucchini, you have avocado, um, you have lettuce. You have, I'm just seeing what has the lowest levels of oxalates. When you actually boil them or when you cook them, you actually reduce the oxalates as well too. But there is like only a handful. But as well, it depends how you guys use them and cook with them. You can actually reduce the amount. For example, broccoli, if you cut them up and you let them sit on the counter for 45 minutes, they actually lose about 30% of their oxalates. Can you elaborate more that our bodies aren't meant to eat vegetables? So I'll give you an example, Tina. So go ahead and eat 1 pound of meat, and what's gonna happen is when you're going to poop, for example, there are probably you poop very small or probably nothing because it's so rich and so bioavailable for our body. Go ahead and eat 1 pound of veggies. Your body's gonna actually poop the same amount of veggies you consumed. Just to kind of put it as simple English as possible. That's why if you see there's animals that have different levels of gut, so they can actually take the greens and they actually ferment in their gut. Look at the rabbits, for example. They eat their poops 3 times so they can actually pull all the nutrients from the veggies. Lately, really developed a taste for 4%. Cottage cheese is amazing. If you take cottage cheese and you actually mix it with some eggs, it's super delicious. Put some olive oil on it and stuff. It's like my favorite. I haven't had cottage cheese for like 2 years because I can't get it here anymore. I don't know why they can't get them in the freaking store. I should start making my own. Can you discuss lymphatic system? How important I use the rebounder to flush? I'll have to go in a little bit more in detail, but it is good to actually I don't how I can how can I describe it? Because you actually have to stimulate the lymphatic system so you can actually detoxify. It's like there's like three different stages, Tony. I should send you some information if you send me a message. Because there's three different stages of detoxification. Because some people they end up starting to stimulate the lymphatic system, but they never really fully detox, and they end up causing more of a organ damage or cause like an issue with their liver. Lately, I've really so it's a little bit of a set you have to actually follow a protocol. I should actually write an ebook on it for you guys. So it's a little bit explained a little bit better how to actually um, stimulate the lymphatic system so you can actually flush properly. Yes, I will send you a message. Oh, perfect. I don't sweat. What can I do? I heard rebounding does a great thing for our lymphatic system, 100%. Are you a lard curd or small curd man? My mom bought nothing but small curd but my grandma always had large curd. I'd pick large if I have the choice. Probably, oops. I'd probably go with the with the lard more than anything. I'd pick large. Yeah, it's always better with the large more than anything. Should we be eating only meat? Should any fruits, berries, and veggies be included regularly? There's a reason why a lot of the veggies and a lot of the fruits, I don't eat really veggies. A lot of the fruits are only seasonal. Like, let me give you here an example. So I live here in Canada. So in the winter time, the only thing that I have access to is meat and fish. So technically, I have no access for vegetables. I have no access for fruits or anything like that. So technically, that's all I thrive on is meat and eggs. And if I go fishing, that's about it. Now in the summertime, that's why I went and planted the strawberries, and not one of them made it because it's been frosting so much. But in the summertime, pretty much by the month of June, end of June, we end up getting blueberries, and strawberries. Then after that, we have the seasonal, we got the apples, we got the oranges, and that's about it. So you always should eat whatever is in season. Don't just go out to the freezer and buy whatever you feel like or whatever you like. That's not meant to be like that. And we weren't meant to actually import from different countries. The country you live in, you actually have to adapt to what it can offer you. So technically, yes, I eat meat and cheeses and eggs, fish. That's mostly what I can get my hands on. Other than that, fruits and stuff, only whatever's in season. You can get frozen berries. Frozen berries, there's nothing wrong with them. It's just, the question is how much do you require and how much do you need? 1 cup a day maybe should be plenty. It depends on your carbohydrates, whether you rather have, glucose as energy or you'd rather have, fat as energy. So that goes back personally up to you. What would you recommend for someone suffering from long COVID brain fog? You can start with L-theanine and MCT oil. That would be like your ideal two supplements as a start. So right now, like every day I eat eggs and meat. So I don't have access to any vegetables. I'm trying to actually. The only thing is I'm trying to kind of grow right now is zucchini possibly or cucumbers. But half of my cucumbers died because of the weather hasn't been so good. I've heard of pine pollen. Are you talking about to actually boost up your like testosterone or as a polyphenol? So there's two different ways of using it. Are frozen berries good? They are. Large curd, small curd. Love Lion's mane. I to get rid of brain fog. Like I said, lion's mane works for certain individuals. Certain individuals does not. I've tried multiple companies. Now, one of them have worked for me. Right now, I'm trying another one. I just got the order yesterday. Was sent to me as a test. So I'll let you guys know what I think of it. Whether it's gonna work or not. It's hard to tell. Some people love it, some people don't. Any recommendations for healthy looking skin? Yours glow? Oh, you can use collagen. Make sure it's a type 1 and type 3. Works great. We do get collagen from our meat, but very small amount. But the way people take collagen is incorrect. If you consume 100 grams of protein a day, you need to take 5 grams of collagen. If you consume over 10 grams a day, over 100 grams of protein a day, you need minimum 10 grams of collagen. Loved by him. Hey, cheers. Thanks so much for the comment. I've heard recent Knox blocks gelatin gives you great collagen. Yeah, just make sure it is a type 1, type 3 collagen peptide, bovine, hydrolyzed. That's the type of collagen you want to take. But keep in mind, if you have proper vitamin C in your body to actually stimulate collagen and allow the strengthening of your collagen, it's not going to work. So vitamin C plays a huge role in this. Bone broth is not bad. Bone broth is not bad if it's actually done correctly and cooked correctly. Yeah, you can definitely do that, but you gotta be drinking it every single day, at least 1 cup. What do you like better, knefe or biklawa? Um, this is a tough question. I like knefe better. I think I'll go for the knefe. It used to be my favorite breakfast when I was overseas in Lebanon. It was amazing. Every morning I wake up and go down 4 o'clock in the morning and have my knefe. Also, I heard silica is also needed to produce collagen as well as vitamin C. Yeah, silica works good if you can get your hands on some good natural horsetail. Excellent. Me too. Bone broth is high in histamine food, right? It is, yes. Very high in histamine. Liver, what about liver? Liver as to eat liver? Yeah, liver is good, especially if you're consuming it raw with sweat. That's like a tradition for some countries. I want to make you some. Some knefe, that'd be awesome. Maybe that should be like a cheat day. We'll do it at night here. Do you have a Facebook page? I do have a Facebook page. I kind of share my YouTube videos onto it, Holly. I see that I see covering people now everywhere. They say Savor ink is used. What say you are that's non-toxic? I see that's covering people now everywhere. They say Savor ink is used. Gotta. But isn't the liver the filter of the body? And what if these cows are having loss of antibiotics, etc.? No, it does has nothing to do with that. What filters your blood is your kidneys. Your liver does not filter. Your liver is your most extensive organ in the body. Is what keeps you alive. Has nothing to do with the what they feed the cows and all that stuff. If anything, whatever they feed the cows and stuff, that's why you go for grass fed, grass finished. It's mostly your kidneys. Tattoos high in mercury. It depends which one you get. Have you heard of a place in Italy? I believe they wait until cheese gets maggots on them to make paste. Oh, 100%. I've had the cheese, maggot cheese. I did a post on like maybe 4 years ago on Instagram, and we got this most expensive cheese was sent to us. It got stopped on customs 6 times, but we were able to get it, and it was called the maggot cheese. So you get the cheese blocks is about this big. You cut it in half and you open it, and there's actually still maggots in it, live maggots. So out of the whole family, me and my older brother, we end up having it. I gotta see if I have a picture. I should actually post it. I should check the name of that cheese, what it was. It was seriously, it was like you can actually look at it and you can see the maggots on some of them, and then it is disgusting. But once you have it, the richness of it, the creamy, nice rich flavor, it was seriously incredible. Seriously, it was incredible. Hello, Maurice. What's the best pre-menopause diet? Lots of love from Toronto. Hey D, I'm gonna just put the phone on the charger here because it's like down to 5%, or else I'll lose the connection. Uh, Give me a second, guys. Let's see if I can put the phone on the charger here before we lose the connection. Hey Dookie. Guys, give me a sec, just gotta put the charger. Stupid phones don't last anymore. I don't know how I'm gonna stand that phone. Oh, there we go. Yeah, the cheese is real. It is on my Instagram. I had an Instagram account a long time ago, but it is on my Instagram account. I should actually get a picture of the cheese, send it to you guys. Seriously, it's like there's a specific name for that cheese actually, Kazumazi, I think, or something like that. I can't remember. Premenopause diet. We'll talk about that in a bit. Dr. Brian Young has an informative video on several different mushrooms data. A doctor's review mushroom coffee by Riz, 3 months old. I've heard of that one. The one I got that was sent to me, the mushroom coffee. Here, let me show it to you guys. Yeah, this was sent to me yesterday. That's the one. I have it on my website as well too, the mushroom coffee. But it does have like cordyceps, reishi, mitaki, turkey tail, and chaga in it. And it's actually it does have MCT oil C8. You're supposed to take like 3 teaspoons in a cup of water. I take 3 teaspoons with like an espresso shot to actually feel a difference. Flavor, because you know when you drink coffee so much, when you drink coffee so much, when you drink stuff like that, you just don't feel a good flavor anymore. But I should actually check some of these. No, Kasu Marzu. Kasu Marzu, is that what it's called? Can you discuss insulin resistance, how to improve it? Yeah, just by shifting your carbohydrates. Well, even in an espresso shot, I found it still very light. So I think instead of doing like 3 teaspoons, I need to do like 6 teaspoons, Jimmy. Then maybe it would be as close as probably like having like a coffee espresso. Because coffee espresso is like the way I make it is very strong. Like I have the rich dark flavor, creamy, and it does have a little bit of bitterness at the end, just a slight. Depends how it's actually compressed. But this stuff here is just all you're doing is taking a teaspoon, you're mixing it, and you're drinking it, right? It's just not as strong. Yes, I looked it up. There's no way I would eat it. It was good actually. I had probably maybe couple bites. It was like the block we got was roughly about like two kilograms. It was massive. But I'm gonna look into the coffee by a Riz, 3 months old. I'm gonna check it out to see if I can get some and try it out. Have you tried it, Blaine? Is avocado good for IBD? Yeah, it's not bad. The world would change if people viewed carbs like fast or hated. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, no kidding. It'll be interesting what would happen. I have tried it and I drink it every morning. Which one? This one? Is that the one you're talking about, Tina? I just tried it today. It's the first time. I'm gonna actually try it again tomorrow and see. I'm just gonna actually make it a little bit more. I'm not drinking it in the morning. Actually, oh, the Riz. Oh, the Riz. You tried it? You like it? Does it taste pretty good? I have tried it and I drink it every morning. Riz. Okay. Well, yeah, it's funny how much people and how much doctors and how much cardiologists and everybody has so much against fats, and yet they don't realize that there's a reason we consume fats to actually survive and thrive. The food pyramid should be turned upside down. The food pyramid should not even exist. Food pyramid is just strictly carbohydrates, and it all started back in the 40s. Was that in the 40s? I think, or something like that. I'll have to look into it again. But it's crazy. And all they've done is just cause more sickness more than anything. I do like how I feel. I like it. I like the taste. It's not bad. Okay. Everything the doctor tells you, do the opposite. Oh, 100%. 100%. You always got to do the opposite. Started in the 70s. Yeah. We always have to do the opposite, whatever your doctor. The doctor, I think doctors are like the perfect salespeople. You walk into their office, under 70 minutes, he sold you a lifetime subscription. Let's just put it that way. Seriously, he sells you a lifetime subscription within under 7 minutes. No salesperson out there can do the same. So these guys are actually like trained so well by pharmaceutical companies. They're just incredible. You walk into any store, you walk into any store, whether you're buying a car or you're buying a computer or you're buying a supplement, it will take you probably 30 minutes, 45 minutes before the sale is closed. But yet you walk into an office of a doctor and all that fear they're causing on to you is like within under 7 minutes, you're sold for life. Have to say good night and nice listening to you. I will try and book a time and reach out. Yeah, for sure, Holly. Definitely reach out. We'll definitely chat. In the United States, they are going to ban those 3 items. Nattokinase to purity of the blood. Is real sourdough bread healthier? Should we exclude carbs altogether? There are no healthy grains. There are no healthy grains. A lot of the grains we have are like heavily sprayed, crop. That's why we get a lot of sickness. But they actually, other than heavily, sprayed, they do cause a lot of issues in our system. And they figured that out almost 2,000 years ago, and that's why they actually starting to use it against us. When a doctor walks into the room, he's already pulling out the prescription pad. Oh, 100%, 100%. In 2025, they are going to ban magnesium glycinate, lion's mane, and NZT48 in the United States. Oh, wow. They're already, I think, starting to ban nicotinamide mononucleotide, from what I heard in certain areas. There are good doctors still out there, but they're swimming upstream against the current. Oh, 100%, 100%. They are a nice, good handful of doctors out there want to do better, but hopefully they will actually make it. I just hope they do make it. It's just too bad how, the big corporations are shutting everything and going after everything they want, because they own money talks, let's just put it that way. Yes, you can get that in the USA, but I've been able to get it through a certain company. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, it's funny how there's a lot of things that are going to be banned. A lot of things are going to be banned. Just give it time, which is unfortunate. Um, you know, we'll see how things will go. It's going to be very, very tough. I just shake my head when I see people spraying their dandelions with Roundup. Oh, it's insane. You know, there's a reason why dandelion is growing in your backyard. It's giving you a sign that you need it, that we need it. And yet we actually kill it. Because lion's mane builds brain cells and can reverse dementia. Same with NZT48. Yeah, 100%. 100%. It's too bad. There's a lot of stuff will be actually eliminated from our system. Anything that actually has some good benefits and they've seen it, they want to actually eliminate it. Some hospitals in the US don't take insurance. Would you trust them for treatment? It depends what kind of treatment. Like, don't get me wrong. Sometimes you do need to go to the hospital if you have something is broken, fractured, or something is going on with your system. That's normal, but it depends how far you're willing to go. Because some hospitals, there's always that 1% where they're gonna screw up, no matter what. They screwed up with me, for example. They will. There's a lot of issues could happen. I can't trust them. I don't trust anybody anymore, especially when you're doing going inside your heart or doing something and they end up damaging or messing up with your arteries or something like that. And that's what happened to me 11 years ago, and that's why there's one medication I have to be on it for life due to a mistake. Can you go after them? You can't go after them. You can't. There's no proof, they tell you, and the thing is, you're screwed. You're the one person who gets screwed at the end, and you're living with it. Dr. Dehand says the US is great for acute treatment, but so bad for ongoing, but so sad for ongoing. Yeah, it's like this with a lot of places, right? As well, to how to lower blood pressure. Lowering blood pressure is not so much about just a single supplement. It has to be like a protocol with your lifestyle, certain things you attend, certain things you do to your system, certain things you take, but 99% of the time it's just deficiencies, Lizo. You can download my blood pressure ebook on how to reverse blood pressure, and I have a lot of other ebooks as well too. You can check it out, and it'll definitely walk you through the whole process. What really is the beta blocker they have you on, if I may ask? All it does is just block. It's like a calcium channel blocker. So in their mind, they think, so they already kind of know there's something. In their mind, they say if we block calcium, then your heart should actually, your blood pressure should drop. So do you know why they're blocking calcium? So in their mind, if they block calcium, that means magnesium can still kind of work. So it's like, calcium contracts, magnesium relaxes. So if they block calcium, they will allow more relaxation, then your blood pressure drops. But that's only one of the issue, one factor. What about the other factors, if you have the gene or whether you're 100% deficient in magnesium? So that's why they keep pushing pills onto you. Yeah, Lisa, if you get a chance to go in there, get some of these ebooks. There's a lot of good information in there. I spent hours and hours to actually write them down and stuff. It would be great to support, and this way I can definitely help you with them. What's healthier, organic cow sheep milk or nut milk. What do you think would be healthy? So organic milk, all they're doing is still feeding the cow grains, which this cow was not meant to eat grains. Sheep milk, sheep milk, they're actually, a lot of the sheep are very anal and they only like to actually consume on grass. So I highly would go with sheep milk, would never touch nut milk because nut milk did never exist at all. It's all man-made. Hey, Zizu. So yeah, if anything, go for grass-fed. Sheep milk would be like your best. Cow milk, there's two different. There's a New Jersey milk, which is A2, and there's a regular cow. It's all genetically modified. So sheep milk would be your best to go for. I have a quick question. Are you able to help me combine all these issues into an easier protocol? Already fixed my third autoimmune. The heart numbers scare me, but I don't treat this last talk. Yeah, definitely. I don't treat this last. Yeah, connect with me, Holly. I can definitely help you, and we can set up a protocol in regards to that, and we can get it narrowed down and fixed up. No problem. 100%. 100%. And this way we can actually get the numbers configured correctly for you. How will I know castor oil packs works and how long to see results? I can't really answer that question in regards to castor oil. Some people believe in it, some people don't. I've tried it, did not work for me. If it is gonna work for you, give it a shot. I can't tell you the time frame. I stepped on a rusty nail and my doctor prescribed a strong pain medication to block the pain coming up my leg. I got home with my meds and thanked the doctor for fixing my pain. So that's all he did. He just looked after your pain, but he never really fixed the issue. They never fixed the root cause. They look after the symptom 100%. They shut off the chemical in your brain so you don't feel pain anymore. But do they actually fix the issue? Hell no. Have you heard of Dr. Jonathan Otto? I don't think I have, no. Hey Maurice, I've been having prostate problems. Any recommendation? Prostate problems starts in your kidneys. I'm curious to see what your kidney levels are at. Um, I like Blaine. He actually puts some nice jokes out there. I'm just bugging you, but no, it's true. It's true how every doctor is like that. Yeah, it's funny. They get medications for every single symptom you have, but do they ever look at the root cause? No, hell no, because they want you to come back for a second and a third and a fourth medication. I met one patient of mine 6 months ago. He was on 7 medications, attempting to lower blood pressure, and it still has not lowered. 7 medications. Can you believe that? And the doctor was ready to give up. They keep giving him medication after medication after medication, and they told him, don't stop. You have to take all of them together. So 7 medications to lower blood pressure, and nothing happened to them. I did one single blood test with them. Within 2 weeks, we got it configured. That's how easy it was, to go after the root cause compared to just prescribing, medicine after medicine after medicine, trying to compress the issue. Check your kidney filtration. It's called EGFR, and check your ACR. That would be your first choice. Second choice would be to check your testosterone level. Make sure everything is functioning correctly and you're not estrogen dominant. So there is some blood work to work with, and there is some treatments you'll have to actually start going. It depends how bad the prostate is. Some doctors are acting like criminals. I think the doctors, it's funny, they go to school for 8 years, medical school for 8 years. They come out, no wonder they are the best salespeople ever. 8 years in medical school, all there is just being trained how to actually prescribe meds and drugs. But they never really go after a root cause. You come in and you're sneezing, they'll give you a freaking medication. And it's funny. I don't know. Sometimes you can't say much. 8 years of memorization and indoctrination. 100%. 100% it is. It's insane. It's finally getting dark here in BC. Nice. 9 o'clock. And I gotta wake up at 4, guys. It's 8 p.m. and I still gotta wake up at 4. I'm gonna put my Aura ring on so we can monitor my sleep. If I don't sleep good, I'm not gonna have a good day tomorrow, because tomorrow I got a lot of meetings. What are the main benefits of alpha lipoic acid? The main benefit of alpha lipoic acid is to actually get rid of fatty liver disease, get rid of mercury from the body, detoxify the system, activate your glutathione in the liver. So one of the best antioxidants to prevent oxidation from happening to your system. It's 7 a.m. here. Oh, wow. I heard they did away with the Hippocratic oath. They shall do no harm. Yeah. It's insane, isn't it? I've had for years watching my pops. What? Okay, I'll take one last question. Then I'm gonna call it a night, guys. And I'll come back tomorrow. Tomorrow, if I don't come in during the daytime, then I'll come in at night as well. Thoughts on NMN? What would you like to know about NMN? Nicotinamide mononucleotide as an anti-aging, but it's not so much about anti-aging as well too. It's more, it does help kidneys. I've had 2 patients already had some good success using NMN for their kidney reversal. So there's some good hope in it. There is some good hope in it. You look tired? I am tired. It's 9 o'clock. It's 9 p.m. It's time for me to go to sleep. Idaho and Montana are just south of you. Yeah, we're not that far. I think we're like 4 hours drive, probably, or something from Montana. Best way to detox the liver. Go download my free ebook on how to detoxify the liver. Guys, I have to say, have a good night. It was awesome talking with you guys. A lot of questions. Holy. Every time I come in, I answer more than 100 questions. And sometimes I think you guys know that in the last 15 to half hour, I get drained from answering so many questions. But at least you get my mind going, which is awesome. So you guys, if you want to watch the recordings, it is on YouTube. So if any of you guys came in late and missed some of the questions, it is going to be all posted on YouTube for you guys. So you can always go there and actually check it out. In the meantime, you guys have a nice, awesome day for some of you, and some of you guys have a nice good night. And we'll definitely chat tomorrow. And not early morning. I'm working early morning, but probably in the evening again. All right, guys. Cheers.